hereby declares that Ruto William Samoei,
because unless
office but got no response. Having failed to apply.
You must go! You must go!
2 people have died after being shot while protesting and mismanagement. Catherine Saul was in Nairobi with the news.
Corruption that was at the same time a fact.
The government to be accountable.
Shots in the back outside.
Other injuries that are pointing towards assault
Is rising up
I'm here for Kenya, I'm here for my people, I'm here for your rights.
in well-being.
So is this?
We demand IMF to
Will
come.
be more authoritarian in online surveillance. By the end of the year, more than 60 people have been killed. The media were targeted as well.
The IMF-backed bill would have imposed the harshest austerity measures in Kenya's history.
No longer taxes.
But his response to their protests has been marked by refuse to stay silent with strict austerity conditions. And President Ruto faces growing accusations of deepening corruption.
Sawa. I'm passionate about education and also to see that learners are getting the best, the quality, inclusive education in Kenya. And also we are happy that we are involved in schools and working with the schools and also with the Ministry of Education. In our public schools, one classroom has more than 120 children, a ratio of 1 teacher, and mostly these students who are in public schools, most of them come from very humble backgrounds. And you know, with now, there's a lot of the economy that is really trashing down the schools, education, capitation, money that is supposed to run the school is never enough because of enrollment. Our public schools, the one with the least children you'll get is around 3,400 children. But the highest, they have like 7,000 children in these schools.
Around this place, they are very needy, where children may not even afford lunch, and sometimes the school even goes out of its way to provide them with lunch. As much as lunch is so cheap because it's just 5 shillings per day, but some are so needy that they cannot even raise that money.
Ben Türkiye'ye gitmeden önce 2003'te Türkiye'ye gittim. Nairobi'de daha çok müstakil evler vardı. 2009'da geri dönünce okulum bitince yine müstakil evler vardı daha çok. Ama böyle 6 katlı, 5 katlı apartman binalar yapılıyordu. Okuldayken o arada herhalde o müstakil evleri değişmişse en fazla 6 katlı binalar yapılıyordu. Ama şimdi 2025'te ayrı bir Nairobi görmeye başlıyoruz. Özellikle 2020'den beri söyleyeyim, yani Covid zamanlarında daha çok yabancı, özellikle Somali kardeşlerimiz Avrupa'dan, Amerika'dan olsun, Somali'den olsun Kenya'ya gelmeye başladı. Onun ardından Çinli yatırımcılar da Nairobi'ye gelmeye başladı. Tabii ki Nairobi'nin nüfusu da artıyor bu arada. İşte 20-25 yıl önce Nairobi'nin nüfusu 3 milyonken şu an 6,5 milyon kişi yaşıyor Nairobi'de. Bu sebeplerden dolayı 12 kat, 15 kat, 20 kat, şimdi 30 kat apartman daireler yapılıyor.
You know, in a city you have a lot of population, and also when population increases, there are a lot of things that also increase. And now you'll find there in our estates, maybe people do not have recreational spaces, and all that people need is a place where they can just sit, relax, unwind. And I think for that minimum expectation, it is there.
Another illegality we can find is temporary structures. There's been mushrooming of illegal temporary structures a lot within Nairobi. That is, you find there are families that cannot manage to keep up with the current housing rent. So with the temporary structures, they can afford to keep up with that, and they are also covered in the zoning policy. So you find with the increase in the population and the number of people, you find the slums now start encroaching into built-up areas that are properly zoned.
Unfortunately, I would like to say that there are like two things. The current regime or the current rates that people are being charged to do any development are quite high, and also the speed of service in terms of getting your permits is quite slow. Maybe the county government should create some targets in terms of service delivery. They should say maybe if someone submits requests for building permits today, maybe within 30 days it should come out. Currently we are experiencing delays of upwards of 90 days. And even in those 90 days, for most of the developers to get their permits, they need to give some form of bribes to county officials, which is very sad.
Nairobi County is at the center of yet another corruption scandal.
Bribery at 16.8%, and again conflict of interest at...
We as Nairobians would prefer if maybe the rates would go down and service would be faster, and of course a corrupt-free environment. Unfortunately, things don't move without the bribes. Whether it's a small permit for renovation or a bigger permit for a larger development, there seems to be a lot of sluggishness, which usually is hastened by giving extra monies to the people involved in this industry.
1.7 billion, and the facility used to treat our staff.
Transparency in planning is maintained in that all invoices are generated online. There is no physical handout of cash. Matters corruption and bribery, they are also covered there. Therefore, there is no physical transactions and there is no dealings that can be made out of office. Therefore, everything is in black and white.
There is also sex trafficking. There are these long-distance truck drivers in Naivasha, those sites where they take advantage of these small girls who are selling them sweets or maybe sodas or water. And it's not right. And people see them taking these young girls to the lodgings and nobody's raising a hand or even talking. So it's time we should wake up and protect our children. Some are being trafficked. Their parents who are irresponsible. They have forgotten their roles as parents nowadays. They don't care what is happening to their children. Because a child is a child, we suppose when they come from school, they go home. They find a home where they can settle in. Not a child who comes from school and being given work to do. To go out there at night to sell water, to sell sodas, to sell food or whatever they are selling. Where these men take advantage of them. Most of the girls fall pregnant. Some even get infected with these HIV and AIDS diseases. STIs are there. And these are kids who have been introduced to sexual life at a very young age, which should stop. So I just urge that everybody should take care of these children and the parents should be responsible.
One thing that Wangari Maathai inspired me with is when I was young, because by the time she was fighting for some of these green spaces, I was actually young. I was just going to join university. And I remember when I told my dad I've been given a course as an environmental manager, that's environmental management in Makerere University. All he remembered was asking me, you want to be Wangari Maathai? And when I look at the photos that she was taken just being beaten because of protecting a forest, it showed me a lot of passion, a lot of enthusiasm with the forest. And I think as an environmentalist, there are those things that you feel. I would give an example. When I'm in a public means and someone is throwing out a bottle outside the window, I feel so bad. I'm like, who is going to sweep that? These are the same things that are causing maybe blockage in drainage and everything. So I through the Green Belt movement, because I've also worked with them in securing the Westgate area, where I think that incident had also happened. For her to be awarded as a Nobel Award winner, it really shows the passion that one has.
So together we planted over 30 million trees that provide fuel, food, shelter, and income to support the children's and education and household needs. The activity also creates employment and improves soil.
But with this joblessness, the Ministry of Labor should create jobs for these young men and women. Because Kenya, we have opportunities. We have so much we can do. In agriculture, cattle keeping, education, even with our own skills. We are skilled and jobs can be created. It's only that the government should come up with amicable ways of calling up the youth together, put them up together and create jobs. And also to listen to these youths. What do they want? What kind of a Kenya do they want? What kind of a job industry do they want? What kind of, like now there are trends that are changing in the world. What can Kenya do better? Because Kenya, we have opportunities, but those opportunities, nobody is coming up to give them a chance so that they can air out what they can do and what they can improve in Kenya to create job creation to be easier for each and everyone. So that is what we are lacking. Sensitization, creating awareness, and bringing it out there so that people can see this is the opportunities that we have. Kenya, we have so much that we can do to create many jobs. But it's time now we should take that opportunity and listen to these youth, to these graduates, so that we can create jobs in Kenya. Instead of going out there to look for jobs, we can create jobs and work ourselves here in our country.
And so for us here in Kenya, it is easier for people to fight on political issues and electoral issues than it is for people to fight over religion. We meet in the matatus, we are brothers and sisters. We meet in hotels, we are brothers and sisters. We don't care about that.
Kenya has a very strong Christian population, and there are many denominations: Catholics, Protestants, Jehovah's Witnesses, and Lutherans and others. They are all here, but they are all peaceful. We are all in, even the Muslims. As far as religion is concerned, even though there are many denominations and two religions are very, Christianity and Islam is very strong, but there is never any confusion, misunderstanding between us. We have always been respected, and we love each other basically.
And so it is when it comes to even religious matters. We value each other, we respect each other, we love each other, and we honor each other's faith. And so that's what I would really say for now. And I believe peace is more important for us as a nation, and as we live together, peace is very important. And so that's all I have to say to the issues that are presented to me.
So, those my friends are in Turkey. I'm very happy to see you I'm very happy to see your brother here. He's very happy. He came to join us in our church. In fact, he was the one who he was very happy and happy. You have somebody who is good and he know how to make relationship. In fact, we are here. You cannot see any other Englishman, but he's just here alone, worshiping with him. So we are happy, people of Turkey. May God give him strength and give him power so that he can stay many years like Nuhu. God bless you a lot, people of Turkey.
Karibu sana.
Asante, karibu Kenya.